Audio Jungle.
Very importantly, the members of the media. Thank you all for being here. I feel deeply honored in two ways. One is that, every time we ask, please come and do something for us, she readily obliges, and I know her calendar is really chock-a-block, but she gives us that time, so I first want to say thank you. And we feel deeply honored by your presence, and I know that a lot of our staff is smiling and excited just having you around. So thank you for being a very motivating factor for this morning. The members of the media, 40 years of Apollo, our journey has been incredible, and you've all been supportive of our vision, of our dream, of us wanting to bring the highest standards of healthcare to our country, because we're all proud Indians, and we have to do what we do to see that healthcare is accessible to all Indians, not worrying about which strata of society they come from. So I think we, in a way, aim towards a very AAA rating, which is accountable, accessible, and affordable healthcare. And this beautiful program center is part of that dream and part of that vision of our chairman, is to bring, not too many private sector hospital chain groups, even in the US or in the UK, will invest into the program technology. But we did it because we knew that the outcomes make a huge difference in the way cancer care is done and the patients are looked after. And I think
I'm very happy to be here and be a part of your inaugural program to start a very important step in cancer treatment. At least 1 out of 9 people are predicted to get cancer. And I'm sure people here have friends, family, and dear ones who had to go through the treatment, we've seen families torn apart and suffer together. But cancer treatment has come a long way. 50 years ago, It was when somebody had cancer, it was a brutal blow to the family, and to hear the news was like counting your last few days. We've come a very long way from there, and today, when you hear the name cancer, you hear it with hope, and we are quite sure that most of the cancers, unless it's too late, it can be cured and life goes on after that. So, and today I think Apollo, I should thank Apollo and thank everybody here, because Apollo has brought the standards of medical treatment and hospitalization and medical care for people to a much higher level than before Apollo was started here. So I thank Apollo for doing that. And I also would like to thank you on behalf of a girl, Fatima Khadija, from my constituency, who came here because she could not be treated anywhere else, and they could not afford treatment because she had cancer of the eye, and they needed proton treatment and they could not afford it. Our Chief Minister also, passed a special GO for her treatment expenses, and I thank him, take this opportunity to thank him and thank Apollo for making sure. I just met that girl again last week, and she's perfectly all right. She goes to school now, and thank you. And you've made it possible, just not for one Khadija, you've made it possible for so many people to go back to their lives, go back to their loved ones, and let life continue after cancer or anything else. And today, as people who've spoken before me have mentioned, that helical tomotherapy is a very big step, because as doctors you've seen so much, but from the other side, when we hear radiation, we know that it's one of the most painful processes, and it's just not the radiation. After radiation, what every patient goes through, and the damage of the cells around it, it just makes it so difficult and so much suffering for the patient. So today, when you talk about how precise this is, and you ensure that there is minimum cell damage and hardly any cell damage except for the cells which have to be treated, it's such a big good news for patients. And helical, as we know, helix is it means that three-dimensional, and so the imaging is also three-dimensional, and it's three-dimensional imaging before, during, and after the treatment. So which makes it much more easier for the people giving the treatment to ensure that how much has been done, and how much of the tumor shrinks, and you can be that more precise. And I would like to congratulate Apollo for investing into something like this, because of course hospitals have to keep upgrading, but not everybody does that. To make that effort to ensure that patients get the best and the state-of-the-art technology to ensure that the patients get the best from around the world. I congratulate Apollo for doing this, and I wish everybody here all the best, because when you do well and when you do your best, we are the ones who get the best out of it. So all the best to all of you, and thank you once again, and I'm really proud to be part of this.